Good morning. I hope your all's trip went well, or is. I hope you guys, if you haven't gone yet, I hope you guys have an amazing trip. Okay, so it just happened again, the anomaly with the clothing, and let me show you. We're gonna try something. So I'm in Ten Pines. Let's go back this way. I am in Ten Pines, and you see how Julie, the character, she is a BOS. She's, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she was added with the settlement visitors mod. It's a brand new mod where you can recruit them, and that one works just fine. She's in the she has to be in the correct the faction, because she has combat armor. She is upgrading. See, she has an assault rifle and combat armor. Now, when you see the picture where she has no outfit, at least the outfit's not equipped, I was just thinking, okay, I'm just going to head here and hang out for a little bit and see what happens. Because I had just come from here, went to Sanctuary, dumped off some gear, and then saved it, and then hung out with my wife for a little bit before she went to work, and then I came back here. So there's a little bit of time span when the game wasn't running. So that gives the game an opportunity to reset itself. In other words, you exit out, it clears everything out of memory, and when you load it back up, it starts again fresh. So don't wanna confuse you, but I did hang out here before, and what you're looking at didn't happen. When I came back this time, loading back into the game, because I exited out, hung out, came back, loaded back in, and then I thought, okay, I'm going to come over here and see if her, what she has, because her name was Julie, which was the same in the picture, if there was a problem. Now, if you take a look, okay, so let's just go show inventory again. And like I said, I know this is confusing, I'm probably confusing you. But look, here's what I think is happening. If you notice before, let's back this up. Okay, so this is the first time I did a show inventory. Notice how, let me make sure I'm saying this correctly. Look up here. Okay, so you see, this is the first time I had done it. And this is when she had her outfit. Notice that you have, this is what she has. She had that. And then this is from that first time. Notice where she has an engineering scribe outfit. See, it was worn, which was correct because it was a skirt. It actually was a skirt that covered here, and then she had an outfit. And then while I was looking at her, it disappeared. It just popped off. It completely disappeared. And then if I thought, okay, so let me go ahead and make this video for you real quick. And now let's take a look at her inventory. See how she has another outfit. Well, no, I think it's the same one. Yeah, see right here, I don't know why it says outfit, but maybe all armor says outfit. That's probably, oh, I think all armor says outfit. I thought maybe it was because this popped up. Okay, so let me think for a minute. Okay, take a look. Take a look up here. She has no. Okay, take a look. The first time when she actually had her outfit, her actual outfit was equipped. Take a look. There's no leg armor there. See up here? Well, I guess she does have combat armor. She has one piece of combat armor. See right up here? It's armor combat left leg. Right? And then she has the scribe outfit, and that's it. Now, it looks like she was given another piece of combat armor. But I'm not sure why it's showing. I don't know why it shows Outfit Raider 1 Boss. See, that one I'm not sure. That's kind of weird. You might know more about the actual data than I do, but Metal torso shows outfit raider. Yeah, see where it says armor, combat armor? I might have gotten that. I know I killed some raiders, and they do have combat armor, so I don't know if where it says outfit, if you look down here where it says outfit raider boss, if that means that's where it originated from. So if that's the case, and then this is the base ID, then the outfit might be added to a leveled list belonging to a raider, maybe, or maybe that was the raider outfit. This might be a mod I have that does varied raiders. Now I'm just guessing. I'm trying to look at. I'm trying to do cause and effect in reverse. So I'm think maybe this is because I do have a mod in my load order which actually assigns raider outfits. It changes. It's like improved raiders, but it's not improved raiders. So it might create outfit leveled list, and that's what it's saying here. This outfit came from this leveled list, but it's actually a combat armor. But what I wanted you to see was previously when she had her outfit, her base outfit, not armor, but her base outfit equipped, she only had a helmet, a torso item, and she had a left leg. That was the armor she had. And then, of course, she had her outfit, which was worn. That was the scribe outfit. But now, if you look, she was given another piece of armor. See, she was given another leg armor, which she now has. See down here, she has that. So I'm thinking that whenever armor is equipped, it's almost causing the character to reset itself. So for some reason, it's unequipping the base outfit, at least on her. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this again. So let's try something here, okay? Let me think. Let's save this and let me reload. Let's try to reload prior to coming to 10 Pines, and let's just see if it happens again while we're there, because it is a random number being generated. Now what we can do is we can try forcing the settlers equipping. We can actually do a force settler equip and see if we have the same problem, and see if that's a problem somehow with the actual equip. I can stream this. I can actually stream this. It might be a little bit easier to do some tests. All right, let me get rid of this while we're at it. And apparently I have no food. Okay, let's go ahead and get this out of the way real quick. I think I put all the food up. Yeah, this is going to be almost a little addition here, and that way I don't have to. Let's go ahead and use that. And then let's go over here, and let's do a. Let's make something real quick. All right, blood bug steak sounds good. Let me just make that. Oops, make that. Cooked crustacean. I'll take that. All right, so now let's go ahead and go to 10 Pines. Okay, so let's go to 10 Pines. Okay, so we can assume that on cell load, is when the scripts start. That's when the timer starts. So every time when you enter into a settlement, so it's not running in the background per se, at least not equipping settlers in the background. It waits until we're in the cell. So you should be able to see her outfit. So she should be over there by the terminal. Let me grab something to drink real quick. Let me get over here and see if that's her. Of course, no. Of course, it's all random. Yeah, that is not her. So let me see if I can find her. That's not her. Yeah. See, so it looks like she was next on the list. So let me try this. Let's go. Let me see if I can. Not that way. Let me try to get her to.
Can we trade a few things?
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility, but we'll get the job done.
Yeah. See, she has no outfit that I can equip. So I'd say it's her base outfit. Actually, it's really weird because she must have been the first draw, because when I came here the first time, she was at the terminal and she did have her outfit on. So the random number generator is picking her each time. Okay, so let's equip that outfit. Okay, maybe it's not that one. Oh, right, no, she already has that. So, yeah, that shows you what I'm thinking. Okay, let's see, where is it? Wait. You know, I didn't notice the first time. Her scribe outfit is gone. See, when it added the armor, it took her scribe outfit. See, take a look. Look at that. Do you see it? Where I did a show inventory. See up here? She had it. See where it says BOS Engineer Scribe? That was there. And, no, wait, is this it? No, see, that's her helmet. Wait. Armor BOS Engineer Scribe. That's the helmet. Yeah, see, I don't see it. It's like it unequipped her outfit. Alright. So she doesn't have it. So let's try this again. Alright, so let's go back in. Let's load this one more time. This should be before I travel to Ten Pines. So it looks like once she's being equipped with armor, it looks like it popped her, it removed her outfit. You know what, and I'm going to check to see if her outfit is in the trunk. So it could be something as simple as the wrong slot is being removed when another slot is being added. It could be something as simple as that. Alright, so that's it. Let's, oh god, I didn't actually, and you can tell it's early. I didn't actually save this. Okay. Alright, let's get this out of the way. And that way, because I am using Advanced Needs 76, so it's definitely going to, alright, so let's do this. I am going to save it this time. Alright, so I think I had blood bug steak, and then we just did cooked crustacean. Cooked crustacean. Okay, that's good. Alright, now let's go ahead and grab that. We're good. Okay, let's save this. Let's go back to Ten Pines now. Unless I save that game prior to, you know what? I did. I saved that game. Yeah, she's not going to have her clothes. She's not going to have her outfit because I was actually there, then went to Sanctuary. But, you know, oddly enough, when I went back, she had it on. The previous time when I went back, she had it on, and then it disappeared right in front of me. And then this time when I went back, by the time I got there, she already had her outfit off. So, okay. So, I have it set on a 15-second. I probably need to make that, to test it right, I'm going to need to make that 60 seconds to give enough time for me to get there, because 15 seconds from the time I get there is not very long to try and locate her. Okay, where to put her? Where are you at? Okay, we know that's not her. She's normally right here. But that's a visitor.
There's no time to waste when there's work to be done.
Okay, there. See, she has the outfit. Nope, it's gone. I was wrong. Yeah, so I'm maybe what's happening in looking at this, and I'm sorry if I confuse you, because I'm kind of doing this as I go, trying to think as I go. I think what might be happening, see, her outfit is no longer there. My guess would be it's slot-wise. When it's removing, when it's trying to swap out a piece of her gear, I'm thinking it should swap, if there's anything there, like if it replaces combat armor on her leg, it would take what? It would take the combat armor off of, like, if let's say she has leather armor on her chest, and then she's going to replace that with combat armor. It would take the combat armor off of her chest, or better yet, it puts the combat armor into her inventory. No, the same slot. It looks at the same slot. So it puts the combat armor in her inventory, puts that on the character. And then or you can remove it either way. Since it's already equipped, it probably would be easier that way. So in effect, if you unequip the item, you would have to get the equipped item reference, which you could do. You could look at the equipped slot and say she currently has this item equipped. So I'm going to hold that reference, like in a variable. Then I'm going to give her combat armor, or give her a better piece of gear. It's her, it's her time. She gets a better piece of gear. It's her time and the slot for the let's say the chest piece. So there's better armor in the trunk. I'm going to give her the better piece of armor. She's going to put that on. So, and that will unequip, but you have the reference to it. You have the reference in her inventory. So you should be able then to move that reference without even looking at the slot. You have the reference of the item that you're now moving into the trunk. So that way it swaps out what she's currently wearing in that slot with the new item she's given for that slot. And that way, so I'm wondering, because she no longer has that outfit in her inventory. If you look, see, if you look, you don't see it. Whereas before, you could actually see a, I don't know if you can see it here or not. Let's see if we can go back. See where it's got, I did it the first time. See where it shows, this might be the guy. I think this is the guy. Or that might be her. God, I don't know, man. Like, it's already been like 3 times. I've already done this 3 times. But anyways. So, I'm going to make another quick video here. And let me see if I can find before. Let me play around with this a little bit. But I think, like I said, I think it's swapping the outfit for what piece of armor they're given, rather than swapping the same slot. That would be my guess. So let me try to get a save before this. Before I, when I actually very first came here, I need to go back to the, there's a skyline crash. I don't think it's on here. Let me see. Let me try this. Let me load. Let me look if I can find a skyline crash. Let's see. Problem is, I don't know if it goes back far enough. Yeah. See, I'm going to have to actually back my saves up. I'm probably going to have to pull it out. Yeah. Yeah, let me, instead of holding the video up, let me hop, I actually back up my game saves. It's all automatic. My application does that. So let me locate the game save that I need. And see if I can load that back up when I was at the Skylines flight. And because at that point, she should have the outfit that I saw when I saw it disappear. Okay, so let me kind of stop this. Let me stop this video with that. Like I say, I think if she's being equipped slot number, let's say 40, slot number 34 is being removed. So, you know what? While we're here, let me look at the trunk. Let's go over here. Hopefully nobody else has been assigned that. And let's see. Yeah, see, I don't see BOS armor in here, but somebody else. It was actually a skirt. She's a visitor. She won't have it. He's a guy. He probably wouldn't wear it. Unless it's a male-female thing. Unless, for some reason, you also need to look at the male-female category. Yeah, see, that has basic t-shirt and fatigues. So, I'm wondering if you also, before you swap it out, need to take a look at, let's see, I think she's still in the rip here. There we go. See now, did you see how she instantly equipped? Did you see that? See, she equipped. It's, oh wait, no, that's, wait, yeah, that's Leslie. Hang on. Julie was the one who's doesn't have any clothes. Let's see her outfit.
Unless you like getting radiation
See, yeah, she's
sickness,
still,
then
like,
stay
see,
away
she's
from
the one that had the
girls.
BOS outfit, but you actually saw where you did this right in front of me, where Leslie just actually equipped an outfit. But I have you saw there's no outfits in the trunk. So I'm not sure what's going on with that unless the F4SE function is calling a game function which triggers a reset of the NPC. You know how you can do a console command where you can recycle actor, or you can do a console command where you can resurrect. And I wonder if that's what's happening. So let's see. Did we do, is that, let's see. Let's do this again just to be safe. Yeah, see, basic t-shirt and fatigue. So you can see that she actually equipped
nice
that.
To have a positive outlook on the
It
future
popped
for
right
once.
in front of me. But there's no outfit in here. See, you can see that again, I don't put any outfits in this. Let's go to armor. See, there's no outfits in here at all. I only put armor and weapons in the trunk. So something
It's a
is
relief to know
triggering
those
the
raiders won't be back
NPC
anytime
to
soon.
reset. But she looks like she kept her armor. She kept. We have to go back and take a look at the video and see if she had armor before it reset, because now it looks like she completely reset herself. She has a 44 and that's it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to back that up to see. So I'm gonna hop out of the video. I need to take a look at the video and look at that particular character. But you know, again, you can see where her inventory reset itself, and I don't see any inventory on her. So let's do one final thing here while we're here. Let's go into the thing and let's just automatically equip and see what happens. So let's go in and let's do an EquipSettlers. Okay, and let's see what we get. All right. See, you can see she has none of the gear on. No gear she doesn't have. Yeah, see, she didn't pick up any of the gear. And she has a shotgun. So again, it looks like the weapons might be working. So let's strip it down. Let's go back to the basic stuff. Now, I'm beginning to wonder this. I'm beginning to wonder here. Let me try something. All right, let me do this. All right, so let's drop another trunk. Let's scrap this. Let's just kind of see what's going on here. Let's try something. Because this could be something I have done. All right, no, we don't want to do that. We want to scrap it. Let's scrap that. Let's scrap the trunk. Okay, now let's go into furniture, containers, storage. Wait, it's not this one. I always forget to get these two mixed up. All right, that's going to go into furniture, containers. Wait, that was right. Oh my gosh. It's containers. It should be mods. There we go. Yeah. Man, this is early here. Okay, so we're going to drop this trunk. All right, we got this trunk dropped. All right, let's do this. We got this. Okay, so let's do... It's decorations. Decorations. We don't want signs. No, it's... Decorations. It's not paintings. It's not wall decorations. Got a little bit too quick on the draw there. Let's see, terminals. Alright. Okay, let's get this up here. Let's see what this does. Okay, so let me go over to here. And let's put all this junk back in. Alright, so let me go put all this stuff back in. Alright. Let's get all this stuff back in here. Let's get the weapons back in. Combat zap. I think that should be it. Okay, so all that's back in. It's on a 15-second cycle. All right, so she still doesn't. All right, so come on, dude. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can keep this guy out of the terminal. He's determined to use this. All right, so let's go back in. Let's add a tape. Let's add the control tape. All right, so let's do a strip settlers. We've done that. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we have. Okay, settlers. See, the settlers didn't.
Knowing those raiders are taken care of will go a long way.
All right, so, and they are in the faction. So they are in the faction. So she still has her weapon. Leslie. Let's find Leslie. Where are you at, Leslie? I thought I seen her walking this way somewhere. Where'd she go? Is she in here? Okay. It did. Okay, so Julie.
Or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
Okay, so she still has her armor. And she still has her weapon, so that didn't work. Alright, so let's do, and then let's try to do an equip here. So let's go in, do control tape. And let's equip all settlers. Let's see. Okay, now, it did equip armor for Julie, see? However, her outfit still is missing. Yeah, she still doesn't have an outfit. But oddly enough, did I click on her? Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. All right, so, there we go. All right, so, yeah, her outfit is still missing. She has her combat armor, and it looked like it equipped her just fine.
No matter how many battles.
And let's take a look over here at these guys. Now, these guys were settlers too. Okay, it looks like with this one, it did not equip any armor, so it didn't work for her. And it definitely didn't work for him because he has nothing. And he is part of the faction. Let me see. Let's do this. Let's go take a look and see what we have. All right. So let's look up your test real quick. So let me go back over here and let's take a look at your test. Let me go back to, I think it's over here in EquipSettlers. Let me look at the comments. Let's take a look at the posts and see where somebody might talk about adding to a faction. I thought I seen that somewhere. That might have been in a post that you sent to me. Let's see. There we go. Okay, that match these faction criteria will be affected by this mod. Workshop faction potential. See, it should be workshop. See what it says include faction, unless there is another ID for those two settlers. Let's see. Let's do a. All right, so here we go. So it says this is a general faction and required. Okay, so there's your two faction declarations. All right, so we can see the you can see the fact that it didn't work on this guy, and it didn't work, and it doesn't work on this other one, except it's the armor part's not working, but the weapon is. So we can try this again. It's only working on her. It's only working on this one, and I think this one I think is the last one I added. She has BOS gear. She's the last one I added as a settler.
Can you believe synths are replacing humans with exact duplicates? Makes me sick.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why there would be something where it would only show the last one being added. Unless I haven't looked at your log yet. Let me do that. Let me go ahead and let me save this. Okay. Let me exit out. And let's package this up real quick, and I will link this along with this video. So let me dock this mess. All right, let me do buildable package. Okay, let's take a look real quick. So yeah, so the only thing I can think of, since you're still kind of testing this, is maybe compile in an any option to where it says something like, because this is my any included. Let me put, I see you already have it. I'm going to change debugging to true. Let me change debugging here to true. Well, I'm going to have to, yeah, it won't, it's in a zip file. I have to actually change it in the any. All right, I'll go in and change this in the any. This particular setting here. I'm going to change this in the any to true, and then maybe I can get a dump the next time around to maybe help a little bit more. I hope this video helps, man. I'm sorry, this video is going to be long, and it's going to be droned out big time, but at least you can see the things that I did, and it looks like the unequip all and equip all is only working on the last NPC I added to the settlement. It's like it's not getting the list of settlers. So I don't know if you have this in your debug option, but if you don't, it would be a good idea to say, I selected this NPC. So I'm thinking on the fly here. So when you get the list of settlers in an NPC, does F4SE, does it give you that list based on specific faction criteria, or does it give you a complete list of all the settlers and then you filter them out? Because if that's the case, if it gets you a full list and you randomly pick one that doesn't meet the criteria, then that opportunity to equip is gone. So that RNG hit it won't be applied. And then depending on how many settlers you have, it may look like settlers are never being equipped at all, when actually it's going through the cycle. But that really doesn't explain why the unequip all and equip all didn't work for the other two settlers, because there's only 2 settlers in Ten Pines normally. I think I added 1. I don't think I added 2. So I think I think that's the ones that are working. So they're in the workshop faction. I can talk to them, I can trade gear with them. They are working, but for some reason either your plugin or the script, and I've seen some of both, and it doesn't look like it's it has that convoluted of a code. So I'm wondering if the problem is the list of settlers that you are receiving. So I'm gonna turn on this debug. So hopefully it will say, like let's say you have something that looks something like this. Okay, let's say you have something that says equip settler, right? And then you have something like cycle, and then you have NPC selected, right? And then you would have like the reference number of the NPC, and then maybe their name included would be easier for a person to see. And then maybe something that says, and I know this is a pain, and then something that says whether they're viable or whether MPC can be used, like, or maybe it's just something like a little bool that says MPC can be used, equals, true or something. Something, something that says, okay, something when you look at it, you can see, okay, we're in this, here's a block debug of the cycle. So yes, we're in a settlement. The script timer started. Yep, we have debug set to true. So this is this in the cycle, and maybe something that says total NPCs, and then maybe a number says, okay, this is the number of NPCs we're looking at. This is the one that was selected randomly during the cycle, whether we can use it or not. And then, of course, that would be the end of the cycle. You'd have a potential, end of cycle if that NPC can't be used. Otherwise, it would be, slot selected, and then you'd have a slot number, and then maybe the item in the slot. So you can see what they're currently wearing. This would be, current item they're wearing. Okay, so that way you can see exactly what, and then you can swap them out. So you can then say swapping, and then from here you can put, the trunk item that you're swapping, and it, you're swapping the trunk item, and then maybe the name of what you're swapping. And then that would, of course, be the end of cycle, end of the actual cycle. So maybe a block like that, which will give us more of a visual clue as to which conditionals are being hit, because the total NPCs would tell us how many was selected, whether you're filtering them out, because they're all workers, none of them are guards. And I believe I have it set to workers. I'll have to check the video to make sure. If I'm not, I will change that, but I believe they're all set to workers. And then this will determine if you have a boolean that says that, the NPC, the NPC can be selected, because I'm curious to know if you have, let's say, 3 NPCs, there's 3 NPCs in the settlement, but yet none are, for some reason, none are either in that T array or the NPC array for some reason, or if they're not equipable, they're not able to be selected, they're being filtered out for some reason, whether it's by faction or something. And you can see it's not the fact that they're named. Julie is fine, because when I did equip all, it worked on her, but she was the last one I added. Okay, now the only other thing I can think of was the 2 settlers. I assigned their names. So there is a mod called Watch Your Name, and I have a hotkey set up to assign their names, to manually say, okay, I want you to change their name. That shouldn't mess with their faction or anything, but as far as differences, Julie herself was, she was with Settlement Visitors, and once I recruited her, she automatically gave herself that name. So that would be another difference that I'm going to check out. I'm going to hop back into the game, not necessarily while I'm testing, because this video is going to be massive to upload. So I need to break these into smaller chunks. So I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to change her name manually with Watch Your Name. And then I'm going to unequip and equip, and I'll post back if that's the problem. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm going to close this one out and set the debug on and see if we can figure this one out. I'll post back here in just a bit.